From the pads to the bags. In this video series, we're going to be taking a look at some of the drills that these fighters do with their coaches, and I'm going to teach you guys how to do them yourselves with correct body mechanics, correct footwork, and then I'm going to teach you how to do them on the bags, okay? And this one we're going to be taking to the heavy bag. Now, what is he doing, okay? Well, he's throwing big, powerful pendulum punches, okay? He's taking a big step into this shot here. He's bringing his... Turn the sound off here. So he's bringing his left hand back this way. That brings his left shoulder closer to the line and allows him to stay on the back half of his line and keep his weight on the back foot. And then he's throwing this right hand here and crossing the line, okay? Now the line right now is his target. It's the dot, okay? So he kept his head on the right side of the dot, and now he, boom, moved it to the left side, okay? And now the dot's in a new position, but he's kind of moving his head a little bit, but notice he's not transitioning his weight, okay? So we're going to talk about these ideas, and I'm going to kind of show you how to do these drills, and then I'm going to teach you how to do it a little bit better, okay? So let me go ahead and make me a little bit big, and then I'm going to make them a little bit small, okay? A little bit smaller. We're going to put them on in the background, and I'm going to show you guys how to do this drill. All right, so like I discussed, you're going to want to be crossing the line in this drill. You're going to be wanting to make sure you stay on one side of the line on the back half. Okay? Now, we're going to be crossing the line, and we're going to have two distinct footwork patterns, right? When we take our step, we're going to have our heel on the ground here and the ball on the back foot, and our head is going to be basically on the back half of our line. Okay? If we're in the Fouts boxing, shadow boxing, we're kind of over here, ball on this foot, heel and ball on this foot. We're going to take a step, and we're going to take a step on our heel. Okay? We're going to take a step on our heel. That way when we throw our right hand, we're able to cross the line, okay? If we take a step on the ball of our foot here and we try to throw our right hand, we're not really going to be able to get our weight across the line, okay? We're going to be basically going straight forward into our punch instead of going across the line, instead of being able to transfer our weight to our front foot. Now, you're going to take a step here, and we're going to control the bag, okay? We're going to control our target, and then we're going to cross that target when we throw our punch. When we control that target, our head stays on the right side of that target here. We take a step with our left heel, and we're going to throw this punch. Boom. Okay? When we throw that punch, our weight's going to shift, and our footwork pattern is going to change. We're going to be on the ball of the back foot, the heel of the front foot, and the ball of the front foot. Okay? We're going to be here, and now we're going to throw an uppercut. Okay? Now I'm going to be throwing mine, an uppercut to the body. You can throw it to the head if you want, but we're not going to be changing positions here. We're going to be using the same footwork pattern that we just moved into, okay? So it's going to look like this. 1, 2, okay? Actually, 1, 2, 3, okay? So we're going to count these positions, or count these moves out in beats, okay? And beat number 1 is going to be taking a step. Beat number 2 is going to be throwing the right hand. And beat number 3 is going to be throwing the uppercut, okay? Now, beat 1, back foot footwork pattern. Beat number 2, front foot footwork pattern. Beat number 3, front foot footwork pattern. Okay? So there's no change in footwork pattern between those beats. And now, we're just going to transfer that to the heavy bag. And I want you to pay attention to this dot that I have here. Again, this is going to be my target. If you don't have a coach, it's very important that you learn to use the heavy bag correctly, so that you can always simulate that you're fighting a target and moving around, and you know, making it as realistic as possible, okay? I coach a lot of people on Patreon, and these are the drills that I teach them so that they can get better, okay? You know, teach and explain, you know, all that stuff. But because I can't coach them in person, right? Actually, I had a couple of people come out, and it was really, really cool, and we have some cool stories to show, and, you know, whatever. But anyway, so we're going to take a step, and now another thing is very important, okay? When we're back here, we're going to have our foot on one side of our target, and when we take a step over here, we want to make sure our foot lands on the other side of our target. All right? This is very, very, very important, because how we walk and how we move our feet is in direct relation to our opponent. Just like how our head is going to be moving when we punch in relation to our opponent. Just like our hands are going to be changing positions as we change positions and cross the line in relation to our opponent. okay? Because everything we do is in relation to our opponent. I don't want to say there are no fixed positions, right? But these are all fixed positions you want to be in relation to your opponent. So wherever your opponent is in relation to you, okay? There's a best case scenario for your position. Anyway. So we're going to take a step. I'm going to control the line here, okay? And I'm going to take a step on my heel, and this is going to allow me to cross the line. And then I'm going to smash here and throw a body shot here. Now, you want to get really exaggerated, okay? You want to do this really wide, really big, and you're going to learn the rules of throwing this punch, okay? It's very, very, very important that you practice this exaggerated because you're going to learn to shorten it by doing more things with it, okay? So one of those things that you do with this punch, okay? If we're going to take a step here, boom, 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 smash, we add a body shot to it, okay? See how Canelo's is not just one punch, it's two? That helps him keep his right hand in check, okay? Because it can't be so wide and so off balance and so Rolly Romero that you can't do your next move, okay? It's very, very, very important that you're always in position to do the next move. So, we're going to do this drill in 3 parts, okay? The first part is going to be taking a step, okay? So we're going to go from the back foot here, take a step on the heel, and that's part 1. Sequence 2 is throwing the punch. Sequence 3 is throwing the uppercut, okay? So it's going to be 1, 2, 3, okay? 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. And you're going to want to do these as quickly as you can or as slowly as you can, right? You can add more power, you can add more speed, and you can add a combination of both to make it more like a fight, okay? So, first step, just practice your right hand. We're going to take a step here and get used to finding out where the bag is. Get used to picking the bag up a little bit. Be like, okay, I can step in here. Here you go. Okay, and then we're going to roll off the line, you know, whatever. We're just practicing our striking. Okay. And now, even if we got really wide, okay, we're going to tighten it up a little bit and make sure we're in position to throw the left hook to the body, okay? So we're going to use the same dot. Okay, left hook to the body. Take a step off, okay? There we go. Same drill. Take a big step. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. Whoops. Okay. Now, this is an okay way to do this drill. And I said I was going to show you guys a way to do it a little bit better. So we're going to go ahead and make it a little bit better by learning to circle the bag with it. Okay? So, Canelo likes to do his here. Boom, boom. I prefer with the Fouts Boxing heavy bag system to do mine with 3 punches. Take a big step here. Boom, boom, boom. Okay? And now that puts us back on the front foot. Okay? So we're going to take that step, back foot footwork pattern, front foot footwork pattern, front foot footwork pattern, front foot footwork pattern. And now we're going to throw a left hook. And we're going to pendulum. Boom. And that allows us to circle the bag and move. Right? Now, we don't have a coach. We don't have someone to hold the bag for us and make sure it's always in position. So when I do it on the bag like this, I have to take a lot of breaks, right? But if I do it on the bag in the Fouts Boxing heavy bag system, where you circle the bag and you pendulum after you throw the combination, you'll find yourself boom, 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 constantly in position to continue practicing these strikes, okay? And we're just going to be adding a little bit of stuff to the drill, okay? So here we go, and I'm going to do a round around the bag, okay? Left hook pendulum, same drill, pendulum, land on my heel, If you guys got any questions about the drill, leave them in the comments below. And don't forget to like, comment, subscribe, and share.